Good morning. Welcome back to Divinity 648. My name is Christina. I'm a high vibrational energy intuitive. This is morning messages for Monday, January the 10th, 2022. Solstice energy is fading out. A lot of equinox energy is starting to come through. People are getting triggered. People are seeing people in their true self, their true motives. People are exposing who they are inside and what they want. Even if it's unintentional, right? They could be getting information that triggers them, which ends up displaying their true authentic self to you somehow, some way. And it doesn't have to be people. It could be situations, in general, dynamics in general. People are showing you either their true motives towards you or the situation, or they're showing you their inability to own their shit, right? There's no it's not so much that there's no second chances. That's not what I'm getting. I am getting second chances for those who owned their shit, for those who want to close out karmic cycles and do better. There's a lot of people who are realizing that they're not capable of better. They're not capable of going with you on your path anymore, right? They're willing to sit the fuck down because they don't have what it takes to stand the fuck up, right? They don't have the balls to stand up and say what needs to be said. So they'd rather be in that same karmic energy that they've been in pretty much their whole life, where they just choose to sit down and watch things unfold. And they'll stay on those karmic cycles and they'll keep dealing with those karmics and they'll keep having toxic situations in their lives, and they'll keep dealing with the same type of people because they choose to continue this era in the same flow of things. That's unfortunate because karmic cycles in this era is not going to be like anything you've experienced so far in your life. This new era, us being on the fifth dimension as the lowest vibration, means that karmic cycles will come to a close. And if you don't do the work before equinox, you think you're going through it now? You think people are showing you who they truly are now? It's about to get worse. People are receiving opportunities, but a lot of these opportunities you need to be very cautious with, right? We are in Mercury Retrograde. There's a lot of people trying to test other individuals to see where their loyalty is, where their mindsets are. So I'm not saying sabotage yourself. I'm just saying see through the bullshit. Pay attention to details. Make sure the opportunities that are being presented to you are genuine, real opportunities and not actions of sabotage, not actions of intentional delay, right? There's a lot of cruel people out there in the world. A lot of cruel people. And they're at their peak. They're at their moments of desperation, or they're at those moments where they think the ball's in their court and they have the upper hand, which is why they are displaying themselves in their true authentic ways, right? So a lot of people who are intuitively blessed are, blessed to have learned how to work with their intuition, right? Because anybody can learn how to listen. You could do lots of different exercises that teach you how to listen, right? my favorite exercise, and I'm just calling this out real quick, is the driving one, right? Where you got to go somewhere you're not so sure about the directions. You just get in that car and you trust your intuition to take you where you need to go without needing to look up the steps or whatever, right? Or pull out a playing card deck, focus on one card, shuffle it up, and lay out 7 or 10 cards and trust your intuition, or even just do 2 at a time, and build yourself up, and trust your intuition to put your hand on the right card when they're face down. There's, memory games you can play online that can help you learn how to listen and trust your intuition. But once you learn how to listen, you're going to realize life is a lot easier. That internal compass is there for a reason, and it should be working much better for you now that you're vibrating in the 5th dimension, is what I'm saying, right? So a lot of people are getting desperate. They're getting determined to be in that I'm standing the fuck up energy. With equinox, right? They're thinking things are in their core. They're thinking that the situation, or they finally got that missing puzzle piece, or they finally have that opportunity that they needed to get away from a certain dynamic. And then that situation or that information just isn't tangible. It isn't solid. It isn't 100%. So don't go doing crazy things. Don't, if you hear some information, do due diligence. Cross your T's, dot your I's, remain a good person. Never act with the intentions to hurt someone or the intentions to wreak havoc in someone's life, right? It's okay to stand your ground and defend yourself, but do that the right way. Do that, this whole new era hasn't really kicked off completely yet, but individuals are going to start learning how to use the law to get themselves through their dynamics, right? They're going to learn how to use science to get them through their life, right? Whereas before they just fly off the handle, do whatever. Now people are actually realizing, oh shit, Mercury retrograde's at its best on the 14th, which is really 3 days beforehand. So it's technically at its highest point right now. Let me slow down and pay attention. Let me think things through before I open my mouth. Let me have open dialogue and communication with people in my life before I uproot my household and take the fuck off. Stuff like that is happening. There's a lot of moving components right now, and it's not just Mercury retrograde. You've got equinox energy kicking ass too. And then the energy of being in the 5th dimension and other people who are still brave enough to entertain the dark arts. So it's really important to maintain your energy and take your time with everything going on in your life. Do not rush into anything. Openly communicate. Openly communicate and just be good people. Mercury retrograde, equinox energy combined right now it's just all about showing yourself who you are and showing your true authentic self to the individuals in your life. So if somebody's in your life pretending to love you and care about you, their shit's they're going to be exposed to you if that's not who they truly are and how they truly feel for you. And if somebody can't boss up and own their shit, if somebody can't just come to you and tell you how they feel about you, and tell you whatever they need to tell you, let them go. Just let them go. We're in 2022. If you love someone, you're going to show up. You're not going to wait for them. You're going to show up. And if they're not reciprocating or matching you or just owning their shit or taking control of the situation, then let the situation go. Let it fucking go. Do not try to hold on to individuals who are not making an effort to be a positive energy in your life. This is all about ascension, raising your vibration, having a higher perspective, doing things in alignment with divine, whoever your higher power is, whoever you call on. Whatever your religion is, whatever your spiritual beliefs are, you need to be in alignment with that, right? There's no more going to church on Sunday, walking out of there, going home, getting shit-faced drunk, slapping your chick around, or, slapping your kids around, or going to work wreaking havoc on people because you're an ugly person inside, and then going back to church on Sunday and all is good. No fucking way. That is done. Be your true, authentic self. Change. If you love someone, say it. If you can't say it, write it down. If you don't have the balls to hand them the letter, drop that shit on your way out the door. Send them a text, send them an email, do something, but boss the fuck up. Speak your truth. Be true to who you are inside and how you feel. Because actions and lack of actions have consequences. And not taking action has a consequence. It is an action. Lack of action is an action. Lack of communication is communication. And you don't want to be taken the wrong way. You don't want to be perceived incorrectly. So that's the energy for Monday, January the 10th, 2022. I'll attempt to make this available for YouTube. I was going to do all of the signs. I might just do them later on this afternoon, but I don't want to be held to it. So again, morning messages, own your shit, be true to yourself. Remember, this is Mercury Retrograde and it's combined with equinox energy. Think twice, think 3 times. If you're about to move, make sure you like where you're moving. Make sure you appreciate the area. Make sure you like the job before you abandon everything that you have. And if you don't have much, still make sure everything is legit. I'm just hearing the grass isn't greener on the other side. And when you finally get to that other side and you're over there, you might see green grass, but when you're sitting down on that green grass, your ass is probably going to turn green because it's painted green. Or you're going to be sitting there on that luscious green grass smelling nothing but manure because it's full of shit. It's only the way that it looks because it's been fertilized excessively. And while you're enjoying that green grass, you now have to smell the shit. Whereas before, your grass was green, might not be full and luscious, but it was still green. And there was no smell of fertilizer. And there was no paint to disguise it as green. It was authentic. It was real. It was true. Do not get caught up in the bullshit. Karmic cycles are repeating so you can close them. If your kid's parent is a toxic mother sucker, see them for who they are and put that shit to bed. Put it to bed. Do not tolerate it. Excuse me? Who the fuck are you talking to? Moving forward, all communication is by writing. You do not know how to have verbal communication with me. Therefore, I'm not answering the phone to you. If it's an emergency, you text me what the emergency is, and I'll call you. That's it. This is done. I'm not tolerating this. And you documentate shit. And you go into court. Excuse me? This person's behaving like this. This person's doing this. This is affecting me like this. God, if it's affecting me, I know it's affecting my child. I can't have this. I'm not tolerating this. This is supposed to be a positive move by co-parenting, and it is not healthy, and it is not positive. Therefore, I do not want to participate any longer. I want out of this situation. You know, there's parents who pick up and drop their kids off at a third-party place. Police station, DCF, friend's house, family member's house. There's so many things that you could do so you're not interacting with each other. And if your person is hell-bent on wreaking havoc in your life just because they're fucking miserable, defend yourself. Do what you gotta do to remove them from the dynamic. All communication is in writing. Any verbal communication is going to be recorded, and you put it in writing. That way, it's admissible in court. It's admissible in court. You send them a text, you send them a letter. All communication is to be in writing. Any verbal communication will be recorded until further notice. Period. And you get tracking, and you print that tracking out immediately so it doesn't expire, and you put it in an email to yourself so you don't lose the documents. And when you go into court ready to go, swinging with both fists. I got this text message from this date to that date stating all of this, saying all of that. I got these audio recordings from this date to that date where this person says this and all of that. This person is not healthy. This person is not in their right state of mind if their only intentions is to do this and to do that. They're not. What are they here for? They're not benefiting the child. And if they're benefiting the child with the sole intention of fucking your life up, well, get that child into some therapy. Or have that child speak to someone on how they're feeling about that dynamic, an external person. So they're not threatened or intimidated or trying to please anyone specifically. And if someone tells you they want to go, let them fucking go. I'm sorry. You don't want to be in my life? Okay, bye. I'm sorry. You're not ready to settle down and fucking commit by now? Okay, bye. Like, 2022 people, own your fucking life and stop letting other people dictate how you should be happy and how you should live. I'm not in love with you? Okay, divorce, child support, possibly alimony, but hey, fuck it. That's better than going to bed every night in inner conflict, not being able to sleep, being in pain because you're with someone you don't even fucking love. It's a hell of a lot better than seeing your person go end up married to somebody the fuck else, moving on, definitely not interested in reconciliation after that point, simply because you couldn't boss the fuck up. This isn't the year to sit on your ass anymore. I've been saying it. I'm not going to keep saying it. 2022. The driving by people's house and stalking them, that shit stops. That shit stops. You will get exposed. And not just to the person you're doing it to, but to the other people involved. You are getting exposed. You want to keep lying on individuals, pretending to be something that you're not, you will be exposed. You will come up against someone who is their true authentic self in the areas that you pretend to be authentic in, and you will be exposed. The divine equinox, Mercury Retrograde, the other planetary alignments. You're not getting away with it anymore. Remember, Kali painted everybody's masks gray. Even if they ran back and did some craft and tried to make themselves, that shit don't work when you're going against gods. Everybody's mask got painted gray, my friends. Oya already did what she needed to do to put shit in motion. So that way, no matter how hard you try, your true authentic self is exposed. If you are intuitive, back to what I was saying earlier, if you are intuitive, no matter how much people withhold information from you and lie to you, you get close enough to them, all of that energy is going to whip through you. I remember the other day, I was almost in tears because I could feel someone's true emotions for them being as close as they were to me. Their darkest secrets were exposed without even using words. And their emotions whipped through my body. It was so intense. And it was just like, I had to fight back tears because how that hit me. And you don't have to know everything, but energy don't lie. Energy does not lie. Trust your intuition. Trust what you're getting. Be smart. Karmic cycles. How are you going to end them? It is 6:02 in the morning, 21 minutes, 50 seconds in, and I'm going to end this.